you doing today?
Hi, nice to meet you.
My name is Carissa.
Nice to meet you. I'm Chelsea.
Nice to meet you, Chelsea. Can I have a seat here?
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you. All right, here's my business card. Thank you again for meeting with me. Do we still have the allotted 10 minutes?
Yes, we do.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, congratulations as a position of the new owner.
Oh, thank you.
That must be very exciting.
Yeah, it's really a great opportunity.
Maybe a little stressful.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Carissa. I'm a student at the University of Central Florida, so go Knights. I'm currently interning with Tampa Bay Brewing Company, and I actually am very excited to meet with you because I grew up in Sanford.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I actually remember going to my cousin's wedding at the Lake Mary Event Center, and she had Dina's Catering Company cater. It was delicious, very good. So I realized it's no longer Dina's, it's now Delicious Catering Company.
That's correct.
That's an exciting change. How did all that go about? You just wanted to...
I just basically decided that it was time for my parents to retire, so I wanted to take over the business and just rebuild it for them and rebrand it to make it the best of the best. So actually that's one of our top strategic goals right now, to ensure that anything and everything we serve to our catering customers is only the best of the best. In fact, right now we're often beating Orlando's very large and famous Puff and Stuff catering and taste tests at the annual Taste of Epcot competition at Walt Disney World.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible, especially as a new owner. And how generous of you to tell your parents to go retire and have fun.
Yeah.
Now, as the owner, are you a key decision maker?
Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome. Well, I just want to get a feel for your situation. So right now, you are the best wedding caterers of Central Florida.
Yes.
Is that a title that you plan on keeping? Like, do you want to stay in the wedding industry?
No, actually we're trying to branch out of the wedding industry to make sure that we give a more unique and more creative experience for our customers. So we want to make sure that we get out of the wedding catering so we can do more different events and different seasons.
So maybe like corporate
Yes.
caterings, or maybe even like sports catering or something like that?
Mhm.
Okay, awesome. Now, with these changes, are you seeking to create a new menu altogether, or are you wanting to maybe just add items to the menu?
We're trying to just add more items to diversify our menu, but not change the whole entire thing.
Okay, so diversify it. Okay. Are you currently selling any alcoholic beverages?
Yes, we do currently, but we're trying to diversify what drinks we do serve to our customers to give them more specific experience.
Okay, awesome. So I just want to make sure I understand. You are looking to expand from the wedding industry, and with these changes, you're not necessarily trying to completely change the menu, but just make it more contemporary. Okay.
Yes.
And that all kind of ties in with the rebranding
Yes.
of Delicious Catering Company. Well, that's awesome. All right. So, with these needs confirmed, I think it's safe to assume that economy is rough nowadays.
Yes.
And to get into these more lucrative catering industries, it will be a challenge. How do you say this economy affects you?
I would say it makes it a little more difficult, just making smart decisions, making more smart financial decisions, and going in the right direction with things that will better our business instead of hinder it.
Okay. And I I know you're very exciting about the rebranding and kind of branching out. So that's awesome. Is there anything else I should know about your company and your goals?
Just that we want to make sure that we diversify our menu, that things are the best of the best for our customers, that we only offer more exclusive products to them. So we just want to make sure that anything that we're giving them is different from any other catering company.
Okay. Now, if I told you that Tampa Bay Brewing Company offers a product that I think will definitely help you enter into those more lucrative catering industries, would you be interested?
Sure, but I must admit to you that I've been on the internet, and some of the food which you prepare and serve at your Tampa Bay Brewing Company restaurant looks a little weird. To be honest, I think some of it is totally gross, especially that Moose Killer Portobello sandwich. Tell me, does that thing really sell?
Actually, it's one of our best sellers. I realize that the food may look a little funky, but that kind of adds to the contemporary vibe of the restaurant. Actually, I have an article right here about the restaurant and how it's such a hit in the Tampa Bay industry. It's, like I said, funky, but that's what contemporary is, and that's what a lot of the new consumers are looking for.
Well, tell me the truth. How often do you have to call 911 in Ybor City to save the life of someone eating in your restaurant?
Thankfully, never. I've never had that issue. But we do have a phone on hold if that ever happens.
The amount of backgrounds in your menu items is absolutely scary.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's what makes a great hamburger. They are delicious. Thankfully, though, what we would like to add to your menu doesn't involve our food, so you can have whatever food you would like. We would just like to add our product here. I have with me our 2 best sellers, the Old Elephant Foot IPA, India Pale Ale, and our Red Eye Ale.
Okay.
Both complement chicken and steak very well. And I know that's important in the catering industry when you're dealing with beverages and pairing them with food items. Would you just like to take a look? That is our Old Elephant, and this is the Red Eye.
Well, if we were to serve your microbrews at our various catering events, we would have your beers both on tap and available in bottles. Your Tampa Bay package designs are really different, to be polite. Can you explain how that is going to help us please our catering guests?
Well, let me give you a little background of our company in general. You see, it was founded in 1995 by John Doble. He recognized the growing industry of the craft brewing, and he realized that that's kind of the taste that more Americans are looking for. They're looking for something new and refreshing in their beer choices. And so when we offer it in kind of a different pricing or different thing, that's because we are a microbrewery. We are a smaller but growing industry. And so when we provide it like this, we're showing that we are unique and that we are offering something different to you and your company and your guests.
Okay. Well, I must admit, these names and these flavors, that's a little too confusing. We won't have room for all of those flavors in our beer tap system. What do you say about that?
Well, if you were to choose one, which one would you like?
I'm not really sure. What was it, the foot?
That's the Old Elephant Foot, yes.
That name doesn't sound too appealing.
Yes, it was actually, it was a funny story amongst the creator of the beer. It was one of his trash cans, and it was actually an old elephant foot. And so, I mean, after having a few, the name doesn't sound as, as silly.
Well, that's good to know.
But like I said before, I would definitely recommend, as weird as it may sound, the Old Elephant Foot is one of our top sellers. Here's a testimonial of the beer choices. Perhaps you've heard of Siemens. They're located in Central Florida. They actually used our beer in their holiday party. It was a huge catering, and they were a little hesitant to use it because of the same issues. It sounded funny. It was kind of a new thing. But later they felt that they found that the beer actually made all the difference in the holiday party, and that their customers and their corporate sponsors, they loved it and they thought it made all the difference.
Well, I see all that you have here, but I really would love to have this conversation with a real brewmaster from Tampa Bay Brewing. So could you just send one of them over as soon as possible that I can get some more answers to these complex questions?
Of course. Our brewers are always interested in interested guests, and if I get that brewer to come meet with you, everything else sounds good?
Yeah, so far it looks pretty good.
So far? Okay. Do you have any other remaining questions for me?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Well, I would love to set up another meeting with you, and I also want to throw this out there because I know competition is heavy out in the catering industry. We have not yet approached any other caterers except for you. We're from Ybor City in Tampa, which is very similar to the historic district in Sanford. And so we just have a heart for where you come from and from where your catering industry is going. So we have not yet approached any other caterers, and we would be exclusively for you. We would give you that edge that a lot of companies are looking for, that a lot of companies are seeing, okay, you guys have the new contemporary craft beer. We have not yet offered this to Puff and Stuff, and we will not if you want to accept this. So with that being said, would there be anything standing in the way of you?
Not that I see right now, just want that
Just
meeting
that
with
meeting?
a real brewmaster.
Okay, well, how about the same time next week on Wednesday?
Yes, that works.
That would work?
Mhm.
Awesome. Well, I think you made a wise choice, and I'll get that craft brewery for you.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Nice meeting with you.
Nice meeting with you.